Welcome. Welcome to Cooking with Bernadette. Oh my goodness, it is so good to be here with you today. I know I've been promising you that I would be cooking with Bernadette, and it's been a long while. So I thought that I could make sure that I come up with some good recipes for Sunday cooking. You know, Sundays are such a special time to get together with family. And Sundays are just an amazing time to hang out, eat good food, and to, share why you're here, share ideas, share everything that you have on your mind. And Sundays is a time for healing. So good food makes healing a little bit better. So give me a moment. I want to make sure that my camera is just right because I need to come in a little bit more with my camera. And I'm looking pretty far away. So let's see if we can bring the camera in a little bit more. I need the camera in a little bit more. Hold on. Okay. I'm thinking that looks a whole lot better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. I need to make sure that I have everything here that you need. But that's looking good. Let's try a little bit closer, but I don't want to lose my cooking. This is fine. I'm going to go with that. Next week we'll be certainly doing a whole lot better. So today I have a full slate plan for you. I am going to be cooking some honey garlic with curry Cornish hens. And then I'm going to have some shrimp fried rice for you. So we can put that on the side. It's going to be a delicious meal. I have bacon cheddar potato salad. I'll be making that for you as well. And then I'm going to be making a cabbage kale slaw with mangoes and grapes. Okay? I'd already cooked one of my Cornish hens, so I want to show you the process, and that way you can do the same thing at home. I did the Cornish hens, and they're the small birds, so I cut it in half, so it's a half piece that's there. I'm going to put my half in the pan. I've already seasoned it with a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder. But I do a special sauce for it. My sauce that I'm going to be doing is a half a cup of honey. Let me get a half cup of honey. Now, the reason I'm going to be doing all this in about 30-35 minutes is that I've already done all the prep. A half a cup of honey, about 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I'm putting it into the honey. I'm doing a full tablespoon of curry powder, a tablespoon of fresh garlic. And I usually whip my garlic, so I blend it all the time. All right, I'm going to mix these together, and then I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and that's this. Now the soy sauce has a little, it certainly has salt inside, so make sure that when you season your chicken, you don't season it with too much salt. You can always add salt. You can't always take it out of your pot. Okay, I stir and mix this together. So it's a sweet, tangy sauce for the chicken. I'm going to pour this all over the chicken. So my chicken's already in the pan. I put oil in the pan, and I'm going to pour this over my chicken. It looks a little dark, but it'll cook a nice dark golden brown that we will be able to do. And it comes with a really nice sauce. So I'll get my brush, make sure that the chicken is coated with this beautiful, delicious honey curry garlic sauce. Now it's Cornish hen. I'm saying chicken the whole time, but it's Cornish hens, and the Cornish hens are just a small bird. But if you want, you can do it on the chicken as well. Okay, the sauce is what's important. So this is how it looks before it goes into the oven. I will take this and I'll put this in the oven on 350, and I will check it after 30 minutes to make sure that it's browning. Turn it over one time and then leave it for about 10 minutes on the other side, and then go back to turning it on the original side and let it finish. Total cooking time, about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the size of your Cornish hens. So I'll go and I'll put this in the oven, okay? My oven's already preset, so I'm just putting these away. The next thing I want to do, because this is amazing. I'm going to do the fried rice. The fried rice, I have I'm going to do the shrimp fried rice. I will put my burner on here, and it's already been hot for a while, so the pan should be nice and ready for the fried rice. And I have all these other things that I'm going to do next. Listen, I'm so glad you can join me. I wanted to thank you because I know you've been following me and sending me comments on my food videos. You're part of my food group, and it's just been an amazing ride for the last year. But I thought we ought to take it up a notch. You know, eating's important, and Sunday eating's important. So we need to at least learn how to celebrate with our friends and take it up a notch so that they can be able to celebrate that you are advancing with your cooking skills. All right, I have a little bit of sesame oil that I'm putting in the pan right now. My sesame oil to fry the rice with. I am going to put a little bit of complete seasoning on my shrimp as I saute the shrimp along with the onions and the garlic. So let me saute the shrimp with the onions and garlic first. There it goes. The sesame oil is a blended sesame oil, so it's bubbling a little bit, but it's that's the way it is supposed to be. I'm leaving my shrimps whole, so you can use medium shrimp. These are medium to slightly large, but I am going to leave them whole. All right? A little complete seasoning. I used a Bandia Bandia Complete Seasoning on a lot of my food. So just a little bit that I put on there. And we will just fry this shrimp and with the onions and the garlic. This already smells really, really good. I see we have a little friend that wants to come and do a cooking class in my kitchen. Letting it just get hot for a while. You know, sometimes the stoves, they certainly aren't as hot as the stoves that we have in our kitchen, but your process will take a little bit quicker with all of this. I am going to put, and I do like my rice with just a little bit of hot sauce. It's pepper sauce, and I make my own pepper sauce, so I put it in everything, well, kinda. I don't like hot, but I do like medium hot. So I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper. Now this is just raw pepper whipped with onions, a little bit of vinegar in it. All right, it's coming, it's coming. So, how about I put the eggs in and get some eggs in here before. One, I'm putting 2 eggs in. Now, this rice that I have, my son Kyle cooked it yesterday, and I find that it is just so much better to have your rice already cooked and cold. Let me put this over here. I'm going to just stir that slightly and let it cook a little bit. After this, I'll be putting in the rice. I have 3 other things. The Chinese make a 5-spice seasoning blend, and the 5 spices usually the anise, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cloves, stuff like that. And there's one more spice that it's in here. And I add just a little bit to the rice so that it will be able to add a little bit of a different flavor from the island. Also, the hoisin sauce, I'm going to add a teaspoon of that, and then the soy sauce. So now it's time for me to put my rice in. I'm going to move all this stuff over. The eggs and the shrimp will still be able to cook. They will be cooking as the rice is getting hot. So let's put this rice in. I've had it in the refrigerator since yesterday, and it's a little stuck together. But this is jasmine rice. We had some in the house, and we're always eating a little jasmine. But you can use other rice. It doesn't have to be jasmine. You can use the, I know jasmine, I know a lot of the other companies make, other rice that's more healthy for you. So you could stay away from the jasmine, but the jasmine is delicious. So I'm just stirring and stirring until it gets hot. All right, let me show you what else we're going to do with this. Five spice. So let's see, I maybe a quarter, a little more. About a half teaspoon of the 5 spice. I'm gonna put like a heaping spoonful of the hoisin sauce. You know what's also good in your fried rice? A little bit of curry powder. And I will put I'm going to put just a little bit, maybe a quarter spoon of curry powder. Let's see. And then we're going to turn this and it will continue to cook and cook. You know? I need a hotter burner. Next time, we'll have a hotter burner for cooking this shrimp fried rice. All right. Now, the last thing I'm going to add to this is that I am going to add a little bit of vegetables. So, I have my peas and my carrots, and I added a little corn to it. You know, we eat a lot of corn in the islands. I figured add a little corn. It's more colorful, more beautiful, but I'll add that. Now, there's other things you can add to shrimp fried rice. Some people really do make it complicated, and you can add more onions, scallions, and all that. I have chosen basically to just leave it with these ingredients. I'm going to add the soy sauce to add a little salt because the rice was not cooked with that much salt, and let's see, I'm always tasting my food. Very good. Just a little bit of soy sauce. Not too much. Okay. So the soy sauce will give it a little color. And it'll give it more flavor. Okay? I know what I'm going to put on here. I cook with the Maggie seasoning, and the Maggie seasoning, it's really good. It's a chicken bouillon, powdered chicken bouillon flavor, and so you don't see me add much salt because all of the seasonings usually have salt in them, and if they all have salt, you really have to taste your food before Maggie. So if I'm using a little bit of this, I don't add any extra salt. I leave my salt in this about a quarter teaspoon. And I will stir this all in. Oh my goodness. It smells delicious in this kitchen. My husband and my son have been waiting to eat all day. I told them I was busy. And they weren't going to eat until after I was finishing the show today because somebody has to eat all this food. And and there you have it. There is your shrimp fried rice. Let me give you a closer look at the shrimp fried rice. Let's see, right there. Oh my goodness. I'm going to plate it for us as well so that we will have the plating done. We're going to have our plating done by the time this is all over. So I'll be able to show you the full scope of what we have done. All right. Okay. Okay, so that is done. Let me just wipe the trims around. And there we have it. We have our shrimp fried rice. I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'll move on to our next recipe. The recipe that I'm going to do is the potato salad. And it's really one of my favorite potato salads. I make this every year. People are always asking for the recipe. And so I thought, you know what? Let's get going with that potato salad and give them what they want. I'll make the coleslaw in a minute. But I think we're doing good on time. Because this is not going to take much time at all. And remember, I only want 30 minutes of your time. 30 minutes of your time. I've already prepped all the food, so it appears that it's easy. It appears to be easy. But let me tell you something. If you're cooking for people, prep your food so you can have an easier time getting it done. All right? Okay, the potato salad. I'm going to put the potato salad in this bowl. Wash my hands because sometimes the potato salad sometimes needs my assistance, and I don't always mix it with a spoon. So I'd already cooked the potatoes. I did 3 medium-sized potatoes, and I already cooked them. They're slightly soft because this potato salad, when I cook it, I kind of squeeze slightly so that it's a nice blend. In the potato salad, I put 2 eggs, so I'm putting those 2 eggs in there. I have 1 celery stick that I cut fine. I put that in there. I did a half of a medium onion. Now, if you have kids in your house and they do not like these vegetables like that, I know my grandkids don't always like cut onions, so I might cook more with onion powder for them. Also, I am doing I did a tablespoon of fresh garlic that's in there. I am doing a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I did 3 strips of bacon, and these were the thick ones. So if you do the regular sliced bacon, you cook them and you might do 4 slices of bacon. And so I'm putting that in there. Now, this is the cheddar. I had white cheddar in my house today, so I'm using white cheddar. And that's the reason that I'm using this one. I like the yellow cheddar, but I like the sharp cheddar cheese. So whatever cheese you use in the cheddar, be it white or yellow, make sure it's sharp. It just gives it, to me, a more, just a nicer taste to it. So I mix the potato salad. Then I'm going to put in a little bit of the complete seasoning. Probably a tablespoon of complete seasoning. And then the Maggie. The Maggie goes in here as well. A teaspoon of Maggie. And then I have mayonnaise that I am using. Let's see where my mayonnaise is. Okay. Here we are. So, I'm going to do the mayo. This is a creamy mayo. So, I'm going to mix this, put a nice heaping pot spoon in here. I know that in the Bahamas, we have potato salad every Sunday. It's a staple for us. It's a staple for us, but we had potato salad every Sunday for Sunday dinner. We also had macaroni and cheese and a little rice on the side. We always had a little chicken on our plate. And then sometimes we had a second meat if our parents could afford it. But Sunday was always a special time for eating and sharing. And Mommy would have that food prepared before we went to church. Because when we came home, we had to sit at the table and converse with one another. And we were already pooped out from being in church for several hours. So we would sit down and talk, and she would warm that food up, and we would just have a glorious time with just us. I'm mixing my potato salad. I didn't want to get my hands too dirty, but I'm mixing it. Sometimes I'm just pressing in the potato salad into making the potatoes a little smaller, mushing it. It's like a cross between a mashed potato and a potato salad. So the entire thing is mixed together. The bacon and the cheddar and the garlic and the onions and the eggs. Oh my goodness. It really is good. It really is good. All right. Let's see. I'm going to taste. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Try this. Try this at home, okay? Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I'm coming back to do the kale and cabbage. Yeah, that'll stop the conversation at the table, all right. Oh, that potato salad? That's a conversation starter. It might start and stop at the same time because you would not want. I'm going to put it in here and dress the some good stuff. I have several potato salad recipes I would love to share with you. So you just join me, and we will be cooking together. Okay? Make sure you like. Make sure you're sharing. And that way, we can grow together. I would love to grow this cooking channel so that it can mean something to you. I know that older people know a lot of the recipes, and now I guess I fit into one of the older groups, but young people don't generally know all of our recipes. But we can learn together. They have something, we have something. But here is your potato salad. All right. So we got the shrimp fried rice. We got the bacon cheddar potato salad already. I am going to do the kale salad. And then when I'm done, I'm going to take the chicken, the Cornish hens out that I had already finished. I have my garnish on the side. When you're preparing food for other people coming to your house, it's nice to have the food taste good, but it's really nice to have the food really looking good as well. You want to make everything look like you have just fussed over everything about your friends, because they are so special to you that you want everything to be, a great memory with them. They leave your house, they know that you love them, you care about them, and that you have done something amazing. They've spent some amazing time with you. So there we go. That would be my potato salad. Okay. With the shrimp fried rice, I have my little bouquet of herbs right here. I've got some thyme, some rosemary, and a little bit of parsley. And so I'm going to just put a little parsley right in the middle there to decorate my plate. You know what makes a great arrangement on your table as well? Kale. Kale have those big, huge leaves, and they make a wonderful arrangement on your table. It's time for us to finish up. Gee, our 30 minutes have passed, or passing by. Now our kale, I'm going to do the kale with mango, with grapes, kale, purple cabbage, green cabbage, and I use just a small portion of each because I know that you will have, some people just don't know how much to use. If you're not sure, just start with a little. You can always add. But I think out of a small cabbage, I use like a third of the cabbage. I'll put the grapes in. I used in this one red onions. So the red onions, I'm putting in the mango. I've cut the mango, and then I use the bell peppers. I use red and orange bell peppers. And it's really cool because I like colorful food. Can you tell? Can you tell I like colorful things? I like colorful food because, God is pretty colorful. Everything around us is in living color. And when I cook, I want to make sure that my cooking represents who he is. I want to make sure that my cooking, I'll use a little bit, I told you I don't use a lot of salt, but I'll use a little bit of this complete seasoning. I'll put it in there. And for this, I I have used, yeah, the plate is colorful. I'm so glad you're loving the live video. You know, my son has fiddled around with this camera for the last 2 hours. And I said, son, are we going to be on? Are you going to turn that on or what? And he is like, Mom, I'm getting it done. I am just, I'm shocked, but I'm happy that you're joining me. Okay, so this is coleslaw dressing. The coleslaw dressing, you can find it in the store. You can use any one that you want, but I'm putting this in the kale and the cabbage slaw. So I'm going to put a little bit, maybe a half a cup, and then I'm going to toss it together. Now, I was telling you how amazing God is because everything is in living color. And so I make my food the same way. Food and cooking to me is like worshiping God. So whatever I do, I want to do it with excellence. And I want to make sure that the people that He's placed in my life, that they know that I adore and love them. And that I will feed them the same way that I'm going to be feeding myself. But this is an amazing slaw. Now, I have many different slaws that we do. In the Bahamas, we would make just a cabbage slaw with a little tomatoes. You know, you put some tomatoes in there and some onions in there, you know, and you put some mayo, and it's very, very simple, but delicious. So we'll be making the original ones also, but this, it's just, I wanted to bring it up a notch. I know you know how to cook. I know that you already do your own stuff and you have some of the local recipes that are the original. I want to blend in your original recipe and challenge you to take it up a notch and make it a little bit better. So the slaw is ready. This year, you know, kale slaw to me is so addicting that when you start putting fruits inside and eating it and you're enjoying it, it becomes just, it's so good that I'll eat the kale all day long with those grapes, with the mango, with all of it. Now this, you don't need no extra garnish on this because you already have all of the stuff that's here. And it is so good, all of it. Let me show you. Okay, so we have, this is the kale salad. You can cook healthy and delicious all at the same time, you know? And you can have flavor to your food. I think our God is a God of flavor. You know, when the Israelites were leaving Egypt, He instructed them to do a whole bunch of stuff. But when they left, when they went to the wilderness, you know what they missed the most? They missed garlic and onions because they were used to flavoring their pot. I want to challenge you to flavor your pot so that you can start having a full, better life. And don't let people make you feel embarrassed about having your cravings every now and then. The problem is, you can't have your cravings all the time. But you can eat those foods that you love. Just eat them in moderation. Okay, now I'm going to get that, the chicken, and we're going to garnish that plate with the chicken, the Cornish hens. I have this plate for the Cornish hens. I had made my Cornish hens earlier. And so when I made the Cornish hens earlier, hold on, I did some garnish just for my Cornish hens. This Cornish hen, so it's cooled just slightly, but it's sweet, it's tangy, not too sweet, because, you know, it has some sweet, but it's not so sweet that you can't use it. I do like the sauce as well, so put a little sauce on your food, on your chicken, because if you're having rice, sometimes you might want to use a little bit of the honey curry sauce. And I'll put this back over here. This makes such an aroma in your kitchen. Okay, I'm looking for some place to put that. I am going to, and I'm going to garnish it with some oranges. Okay, I made these oranges and I am going to just put them on the two corners of my plate. And then I am going to garnish it with, put some tomato on each one. All right, so that it just makes it look so much more beautiful. Okay, now I'll show you a close-up version. And this is what you want to do when you have a Sunday meal with some friends. I didn't do anything other than make some rice, potato salad, some slaw, and some chicken. And look at the Cornish hens. Those Cornish hens are divine. They are so good. And the oranges, you eat them too with your meal. But I wanted to just say thank you again for joining me. The potato salad, I don't know if I showed you a close-up of that potato salad, but let me tell you, I'm going to have that first on my plate when I get done. And this rice, it's amazing. Take a look at that rice and those big chunky shrimps that's inside there. Your guest will be impressed. Your guest will be impressed with you. So I want to say just thank you for joining me today with Cooking with Bernadette. You know, I have, oh, you are welcome. You're welcome. It is appetizing. Yeah, it is. I have a list of things that I sell on Etsy. Mostly I sell cakes, but my passion is cooking, and I cook. But I have my new products of all of my peppers that I have, and you can buy them on Etsy.com. You'll find them under B. Claiborne, C-L-A-Y-B-O-R-N-E store on Etsy. I have a mango pepper sauce. I have a regular hot pepper sauce. They're all made with habanero and cayenne pepper combined. And then I have a green pepper sauce. And the green pepper sauce is made with cilantro, the hot peppers, and with green onions. But they're so delicious. You can put them on your food when you're cooking. You can put them on your food after you've cooked. You know, some of us love pepper. But thank you. And I also have all of my spices that I cook with. I have a spicy sauce, and they're called the Awesome Sauces. You'll find them on there. I have an orange Awesome Sauce. It's an orange spice. I have a curry leaf and green herb sauce, and I have a lemon, garlic, and rosemary sauce. Okay, and they're all rubs or sauces. You can add them to your pot, or you can use them on your food when you're done. They're great on all different foods. But thank you. Thank you for joining me. I don't want you to leave here without me pronouncing a blessing over your life, because it was meant for you to be here, and I'm so glad that you stayed, and I'm so glad that you joined, and I'm so glad you subscribed. I want to say thank God for you today, and may God fill every need in your life, that as you sit at your table, that He had told you to do, talk about Him. Talk about Him when you stand at your door, when you go to your doorpost. Let the world know how awesome He is, and that with all that has gone on in the last 2 years, you are still standing. You might be bruised, but you're still standing. You might be hurt, but you're still standing. You might be confused, but you're still standing, and you're here. So I thank God that today is your day of clarity and focus. Today is your day for new beginnings. Today is the day that you declare once again that no weapon that's formed against you shall prosper, And every tongue that rises against you, you will condemn it in the name of Yeshua the Christ. And I declare that long life is yours, that celebration is just starting. This is your new beginning. So I'm glad that you have tuned in to Sunday Cooking with Bernadette. Okay? Bye-bye. I love you. And I'll see you next Sunday. Also, I have some other specials. I'll post them on my YouTube and Facebook. I want to show you a whole list of soups that I just love cooking because the weather is changing and I love cooking soups during the holiday time. And then the holidays are coming and I want to show you not only how to do this, but to make this even bigger and better for Thanksgiving and Christmas so that you can really celebrate. And post your pictures online. Post them on Facebook and post them on YouTube to show them that you have made these recipes and how awesome it is. Now like that channel, share the channel, and tell your friends to join us the next time on Cooking with Bernadette. Bye-bye. I love you all. I love you and God bless.